Welcome back to the Leviathan Gaming channel. Question for you guys. Do you ever fail something so horrifically that you just want to like go back and fix it? Well, that is what today is. We are launching in 3, 2, 1. We are going back to the moon, and for the first time ever on this channel, we're going to do it successfully. I've already landed once. I just impacted a bit too hard because I did not choose a good landing point on the moon. And then from there, I tried correcting right above the surface, toppled over, smashed into the surface, and, we are where we are. So, we're going back, we're doing some science, we are going to get some more science done. Yeah, we're gonna further our scientific endeavor, as it were. So, terrible frame rate, look at that. Not that you can see it. 32 frames a second. How wonderful. How wonderful. Why is this leaning over? I do not like that. Okay, so let's make our maneuver node here. I'm sure I'll bring up a couple topics as we go. Don't worry. Talk about some interesting stuff. Periapsis. Why is that getting so low? That is fine. Okay, so maneuver node, we should... Why is it not... Okay, let's put a little bit of thrust into it. Why is he all over the place? I did not like that. Okay, here we go. Putting a little thrust. We do have some thrust vectoring, so it will help us out quite a bit. There we go. Maintain control. I should have enough RCS. It's odd that it's doing that. Okay, cool. So, maneuver node in 7 minutes, 14 seconds. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, in 9, 8, 7. I'm just gonna start burning now, actually. I do not want to have to deal with these stupid boosters. It's not a great design. I need Separatrons for it, and I do not have those yet. If I did, this would be significantly easier. Okay, we are separating now. Beautiful. Give it a couple seconds to get them out of the way. We are boosting. Beautiful. Nice burn. Nice burn, Big Chief. Okay. Just passing apoapsis. We are increasing our orbital velocity by quite the significant margin. Do not want to drop this periapsis too low. We're not looking to hit atmosphere. Beautiful. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so we are now making the second maneuver, setting the moon as target. We are going to fulfill a full orbit here before we actually jump in. I do not want to deal with... Okay, periapsis. Okay. We can work with that. Okay, yeah, we will work with that. Let's set that to the maneuver node. I do not want to waste all of our RCS, so we are going to turn off RCS and time warp a bit here before we actually get to the maneuver node. Obviously, I'm not going to wait the full 30 minutes. That'd be crazy. Crazy man up in here. Cool, look at Jebadiah down there. Still excited. As excited as ever. Okay, so time warp, super simple. Hopefully it doesn't take forever. I'm going to 4 times speed. Okay. Nope, still too low. Actually, I'm not sure what the full time warp altitude is. It's a good question. I don't think I've ever checked. Odd. Okay. So let's go back to normal speed. Is it 70,000? Odd. Okay, set to auto time warp. Okay, so something I did want to talk about, which I think is going to be super amazing. SpaceX is launching their first crewed mission, their first actual human flight on the 27th. I am super excited for it. As you can imagine, it'll be the first time in, I'd like to say, 9 years since the United States has launched humans, astronauts in this case, from the United States. Last time was on the space shuttle. It has been a long time since then. I wish I could have seen it. Unfortunately, I was a bit too young for that. It's quite the beautiful view. A bit too young at the time. It's okay. You know, one day I will very much so love to go see SpaceX. I think it is much more of a spectacular flight anyway, to be perfectly honest. I mean, let's be honest. Gigantic 16-story tall boosters that come back and land on the launch pad, essentially. What more could you want from that, you know? Like, that's like the coolest possible thing. So yeah, I'm super excited. They are going there in a bit of a capture the flag style race with the other spacefaring privatized companies, publicly traded companies, whatever you want to call them. There is an American flag that was left on the International Space Station, that was left there for the purpose of the next American space flight to retrieve and bring back next time they go up to the space station, right? So in this case, very likely to be SpaceX. To be perfectly honest, Boeing does not look like they're gonna make it. It is what it is. They had some technical issues. Good staging. Okay, beautiful. They did have some technical issues. It happens. Apparently some programming was not not done properly, and I get that. I've programmed some things in my time. Stuff happens. It is what it is, you know. There we go. Oh, nice. Perfect burn. We are on a beautiful burn. Let's warp over to the moon really quick. Should have more than enough battery power. In fact, we might be able to land, and even if we can, I'm still going to drop this, but we might be able to land doing this efficiently without staging. We still have 1,213 meters a second, but we will see here. It takes about roughly 900 to 1,000 meters a second delta V to leave from the surface of the moon and get back to Kerbin. We'll see. Hopefully, hopefully we have more than enough here. So, next maneuver. Let's add this node. We are going to stage our decrease in altitude as it's supposed to be. Preferably with the ability to land on the light side of the moon. We do not want to land on the dark side. It is not great. Here we go. Beautiful. I like that. I like that, delightful spiral we're making there. Now, I do need to land somewhere logical. I do not want to land like I did before on the edge of something and topple over. That is not what I want to do this time. So we are going to land somewhere in there. We're going to see it come up for us at some point. It's okay. We'll fine-tune it as we approach, but I'm going to take some time and fine-tune it. I do not want to topple over this time. I want to do science, and I want to come back, as we should have originally. Don't worry. Sometimes when you're talking about topics that already take a little bit of brain power to talk about to begin with, it gets a little bit difficult to focus on other things that require some brain power. So, let's jump in here. Gonna fast forward time a bit. Nice and simple, unlike real life. Real life, I guess. Yeah, no, fast forwarding time. Still something we can't do. Not yet. Unless we can go faster than the speed of light, which is a topic we previously covered, actually in the previous video. Link to that one in the description below. Go check it out. You'll get to see me fail and why I'm going back now, my friends. It was something else. Okay. Actually, theoretically, if you look at the logical standpoint, inside a black hole, because gravity is pulling things in faster than the speed of light, theoretically speaking, time would run backwards. Which is interesting to me. I think that's a really interesting perspective on it. If theoretically we could produce a black hole, which we could do. I'm not saying we can't. We definitely could do that. We could, in fact, make a time machine, although not particularly effective. You'd have to enter the black hole for it to function for you. So, yeah, not the best option. We still can't do that. We're not even close to understanding how we can do that. So, who knows? One day we might. We need to have something that expands space. Again, as we talked about in that video too. What a good time. Go check that one out. Okay, so we are getting this beautiful spiral. I love the way this looks. Very natural look on it. Okay. Here we go. We are set up for the next maneuver. We are going to warp here. Let's turn off RCS and SAS. We do not want to be using any extra power. We are already lined up. So, no more power, no more RCS. We will probably have plenty of monopropellant left behind next time we stage, but that is a-okay. I should have put a couple on here, monopropellant tanks, as well as a couple monopropellant thrusters. Because if, in fact, I'm going to double check here. Still have a lot of electrical charge. We probably won't have to worry about it, but for the future, I definitely will. Man, this thing's a disaster, huh? Look at this monster. There has to be 50 better ways to make this spacecraft. How did they come up with this one? What an atrocity. Whatever, it works. It more or less works. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, thank God. What a beautiful sight. See how the light turns so red just like it does on Earth itself? When you're looking at a sunset, for example, that's exactly the effect. As light travels through thicker portions of the atmosphere, it gets scattered, and you only get certain portions of the light spectrum, in this case red. Alternatively, if you do travel through the ocean, as you go further and further down through the ocean, it actually turns bluer and bluer and bluer. until it gets completely pitch black. So the further you go down, you start losing specific spectrums of the light spectrum. Yeah, that was very redundant. You start losing specific colors within the light spectrum. So if you were to bleed, I think at like 150 meters below the surface of the water, instead of looking red, your blood will actually look green, which I think is super cool. It's a super interesting effect. There we go. So we're going to turn off SAS and RCS one more time. Just random facts. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, if you guys ever want to just, like, ask me some random questions, I'll see what I can give you answers to, you know? Just random questions. I'll pull up a list, and off the top of my brain, be like a test. Okay, coming up on this next maneuver node. It's funny how much longer it takes to do a mission properly, if you do it properly. I mean, 2 days, that's it's quite the time frame. Although this is going rather smoothly, I must admit. Okay, so 30 seconds till next burn, burning 65.9 meters per second. There we go, and then we have 2 more maneuver nodes after this one, and then we will touch down. We are going to stage. We'll use as much Delta V as we can to slow us down. We'll stage, deploy our landing legs. In fact, we might do that pretty shortly. Let's just do it right now. Extended, beautiful. There we go. We are starting our burn now. Perfect. And burn complete. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Moving to the next node. Let's set up our maneuver. Here we go. Oh yeah, one interesting facet of the SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule launch is they are going to be, once again, using the automated docking procedure. So instead of having the giant mechanical arm that would usually attach to the capsule and pull the capsule into the space station, this arm was put up there, I believe, by a Canadian company. Instead of doing that, like every other capsule that goes up there, instead now, the actual Dragon capsule itself is going to use its maneuvering thrusters. And it's going to be more or less an automated sequence that will run and will automatically dock to the International Space Station without any human intervention. It's essentially an entirely autonomous flight. Now, there are a couple things that the astronauts can do. Obviously, they can have manual control of the flight if necessary. But one of the benefits of SpaceX, and something I really, really, really do like about them, is that they can essentially press the launch button. The entire flight will take place, and then, boom, congratulations, it's docked, and you don't even have to worry about it. Everything is done as it's supposed to do, mechanically, as intended, generally without any human intervention. Because realistically, humans are what cause errors, right? Even in the case of trying to land on the moon here, any error that I create creates a difference in my flight plan. Like in the case of this is not really where I originally intended to land. But here we are nevertheless. So I'm going to fine-tune this. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to give myself the best option for a landing point. Let me see here. Okay, let me drop it in a little bit more. Which direction is the moon rotating, actually? I mean, it's tidally locked to Earth, so I guess it wouldn't really be rotating at all. Okay. Let's move this landing point. Do we need to? No, it's looking pretty good, actually. It's looking relatively flat, not very mountainous. I like that landing point quite a bit. We are moving. Okay, so let me do this. Modify it slightly as we come around. We can always do another orbit if necessary. Do not worry about it too much. Okay, set to maneuver node. We should have more than enough Delta V required to slow us down and get us into a sustainable trajectory where we are not going to impact the surface too quickly and we can get some science done and head back to Kerbal nice and easy. I love that. Okay, so just double check the fine-tuning. Yeah, we are going to fast forward this, get ourselves there, and then we can do some more fine-tuning. Okay. So, I do like this craft. In fact, in a lot of ways, it has similar staging to the Apollo missions. Vaguely. Obviously, I'm jumping onto the surface, dropping in, slowing down with more or less a suicide burn. In a lot of ways, they did. The capsule that separated the actual lander module did have two separate pieces. Logically, it does make sense to do it that way. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of this maneuver node. We are gonna modify it here. So, a little bit further in. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. I like that. It should keep me between the craters. I should not run into any major issues here. Turn back on to my maneuver node. Beautiful. Move in nicely. Oh, I love this. This is looking like a very good trajectory. Very, very, very good. And good connection to Kerbin, too. So when the Apollo missions actually landed on the moon and came back, they did have an orbiter that stayed in orbit around the moon. And when the landing module itself separated and they powered themselves back up to orbit around the moon, they rendezvoused and then essentially transferred modules and came back to Earth. And then had a nice splashdown in the ocean. That is somewhat of a step I am skipping. Clearly, I am not going back to orbit in the moon, rendezvousing and doing all that. Not that there's anything wrong with what they did. I think it was very logical. I also think with the technology we have now that is very much so unnecessary within our current spacefaring abilities. Clearly shown by SpaceX and their use of essentially single stage to orbit systems within other celestial bodies. Okay, something that NASA still does not do. In fact, Boeing and all the other missions, as stated, all have separate modules, and they rely on an orbiting station around the moon for their new missions that they want to work with, in essence. There we go. This is looking good. Should land right in this little area down here between the craters. And again, if anything, I can modify my trajectory to an extent. I am going to wait a bit longer before I burn. I do want to make as best use of this as I can. In fact, let's set up in the maneuver node. Let's try to change our trajectory a little bit. I do not want to land too close to that crater. Even if I do use a little bit more delta V, that is A-okay. Perfect. Maneuvering. I do not want to land too close to any craters. Nice and flat is my objective for this. I have more than enough delta V to land. More than enough. Should be no issue. Also, this is essentially what the Apollo missions did, too. They saw that the projected landing zone was not good for them at all. Okay, so we are going to do a full burn here very shortly. Now, burning. And we are going to separate this module in 3, 2, 1. Okay, beautiful. I love that. Oh, this is going so well. I'm so proud of this. Oh, man. I certainly hope it's actually flat, because I can't really tell by looking at the surface. It's very difficult to see. Okay, we are increasing velocity as we get pulled in towards the surface of the moon. Do not worry too much. We are still at a little under 6,000 meters over the surface. Coming out, pulling up on 5,000. We are going to throttle up a little bit, slow down our trajectory. We do not want to come in too hot like we did before and almost hit. Again, check out that moon landing. Spoiler, I am going to spoil it for you here. I did land. If that answers your question. Okay, so let's throttle up. Do not impact the surface. Throttle down a little bit. Keep it. Okay, retrograde. We are going to try to keep it around 5. A little bit under 5 meters a second. We do not want to impact too harshly. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so excited. SAS and RCS are off. We are stable. What a beautiful landing, guys. Observe materials bay. Oh, I'm so relieved. Ah, I can take a nice deep breath. Breathe, Big Thumb. Breathe. Nice. All this science. Observe mystery goo. The goo seems to be less dense here. I wonder why. It's not particularly logical, if I do say so myself. But we are going to EVA. This is an amazing time, guys. Turn on RCS. Something's exploding. No idea what. Let's keep it nice and easy. Oh, yeah. EVA report. You look up and search for Kerbin. Suddenly you feel very small. My friend Jebadiah, I'm in full agreement. Look how... That's an amazing view. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Soak it in real quick. That's a beautiful view. Okay, Jebadiah. Time to do some more science. We're going to take a surface sample. The surface appears to be a fine dust with a grayish tone. Seems too flaky to make snowballs with. I agree. I think it's kind of just dusty out here. Oh man, I can't wait to get him a car so we can drive around. It's so exciting. We are going to plant a flag. This is going to be successful. Drop that flag. Beautiful. Look at that NASA flag. Waving in the proverbial wind. Okay, we are going to give this first successful landing. That looks weird. Well. I'm gonna find out how to spell successful, guys. 1 second. Let me find out real quick. I feel dumb. Okay, no. It's right. Well, not this. This. Hold on. That is right. Okay, that looks weird. I don't like that. I don't like that word. Okay, so. Hopefully not the last. In use proper grammar here, we're going to make sure the T is not capital. Perfect. I love that. Oh, my friend Jebadiah, you have worked hard to get here, and it's surprisingly not really been too long. Let's get him back up in the ship. We do not want him staying here forever. It get a little bit dangerous here. Not really, quite frankly. It's not dangerous at all. Come on. Come on. No. Oof. Oh. Ay, guys. I should have put more ladders on it. Oh, that'd be so livid if he died right there. Okay, grab. Thank God. Board. Beautiful. Beautiful, my friend Jebadiah. Ah, I still love you to death. Close doors. Close doors. I can transmit science. Actually, I want to try something. I really do want to try something. So in the case of this, I'm going to review data. I get 70% of the data if I do that. Do I want to do that? I do not want to do that. Let me check this. Review data. I do not want to do that either. Mystery goo, however. Let's see. Review data. So I don't get full science if I do that. However, if I transmit that, I've never actually looked to see what this means. Okay, we're not gonna mess with that. We're just gonna head back here. We are gonna keep experiment. Oh yeah, okay. Atmospheric pressure scan, no problem. Doing all those. Beautiful. Did I ever do a crew report? I hope so. Okay, I did. Okay, and just like that, we are ready for liftoff. I like my lovely little flag. We now are going to get ready to go back. Kerbal Space Center, beautiful. I wish I could set a target on it. That's okay. And a beautiful equatorial orbit we're going to create here. I love that. Okay, so RCS, SAS. Not that I have any RCS at the moment. It's kind of a shame. I should have put some thrusters on here. We launch in 3, 2, 1, launch. Keep an eye on our orbit. We do not need to be super high up here. In fact, we are going to stop at around 10 kilometers. Oof, okay. Do not like that at all. Let's keep going. Let's increase our altitude a bit. Let's get over to... Ooh, I do not like that. Okay, we'll work with that. We will work with that. Add maneuver. Let's change the inclination to an equatorial orbit. Do not want to deal with anything stupid here. And then once we do that, we are going to add a second maneuver, increase our orbital velocity. Beautiful. Switch over to our maneuver node. Wonderful. This is going to be a little bit difficult. We're going to have to time this pretty well. It's going to get a little bit hectic here. Okay. I wonder if I could change it now. I'm sure I could. Okay, we're going to start our burn a little bit. We want to change our orientation. Okay. Going to modify it a little bit. Not going to be exactly the correct inclination, but I do not want to relegate myself to such a difficult burn time, if that makes sense. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, we can change the inclination here. No issues. Okay, so this, don't take this as a blueprint how to do it, but it is a very reasonable representation of how to do a burn. Maneuver node, we are ready to go here. Circularized, gonna be a very, very, very simple burn to get back to Kerbin here. We're just gonna circularize, increase our apoapsis a few times, and we will be well within the range of being captured by Kerbin. There we go, we are performing our burn, nice and simple. We are gonna retract these. More than enough Delta V. I'm so excited for this. Oh man, I am excited. What a successful mission. I'm also going to try to jump into that second goo canister I have. I do want to see if I can get any more science here. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We are still in low lunar orbit. Okay, so let's take a look at that. We are going to turn these off really quick. Review data, no. Let me see what we have. Transfer, review. Ooh, some more science. Beautiful. Log temperature, nothing. Log pressure, nothing. That is a-okay. Double check I did not overwrite anything. Still got it, no issues. Gonna have this collect all. Go. There we go. I do not want to accidentally lose any data, guys. That'd be a real shame. Real shame. Okay, so we are gonna set up our next maneuver here. At our apoapsis, we are going to increase our orbit real quick. We're gonna do this a few times just to make this a lot simpler for us. Too much. Okay, again, apoapsis burn, increase. So again, add a maneuver. Gonna do this logically. Okay, until we get a... Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna be captured by the gravity well of Kerbin, and then once we do that, we'll do a very similar burn, move it in real nice, and we will be ready to go. What is that? Moon encounter? I do not want that. I don't want that at all. Beautiful. Okay. And just like that, we are ready to go. Let's get to our maneuver node real quick. Perfect. Okay, ready to go here. Maneuvering very shortly. Okay, 10 seconds. I am ready, guys. I'm so excited for this. This has been a very successful mission so far. Very successful. Burning. Let's throttle back a bit. Make sure we get a good maneuver. I do not want to have to redo these maneuver nodes unless absolutely necessary. Perfect. Set to maneuver node one more time. We are going to warp there real quick. Beautiful. Okay, so I am going to check on our electrical charge. I do not want to run out. I think we should still have plenty. I did kind of over-engineer it. Yeah, oh gosh, yeah, way more than enough. I over-engineered our electrical charge by quite a significant margin. We were running out in our original missions. I think I just need to plan out the missions a bit better. Obviously, that will definitely help in the future. That one's on me, guys. We are going to fix that one up and further our science by quite a significant margin in this video. That is for sure. Okay. Yeah, it's such a huge crater. It really is. I can't even, like, fathom how large of an impact that is. When you think about it, like, it's such a ridiculously large crater. That would have probably destroyed a majority of life on Earth. Let's be honest, that's like, it's like dinosaur extinction level event, you know? Here we go. Beautiful burn. Okay. You guys, leave a like for how beautiful this is. No, get out of there. Awesome. Beautiful. Okay. Don't know why this is here. I don't know why this maneuver node is being shown. Is that coming from 91 days? I guess that's another intercept with the moon, which I'm not trying to do. Guess at some point that might happen. We're not going to worry about that, don't worry. Okay, get this maneuver node back in. Wonderful. And remember, guys, don't use this as a tutorial. It is by no stretch of the imagination a tutorial. In fact, it's far from it. This requires you to generally over-engineer your ships, just to get a good landing. I mean, if you want to keep it safe, go for it, you know, but, it gets a little bit difficult sometimes. Okay. Wonderful. Line up our maneuver again. We are making good use of our Delta V. We are jumping back in. Look at Mr. Jebadiah go. Honestly, don't even know if he's a mister. I don't know if they have gender like that. I don't know what type of organs they have. They're weird. They're green. Little green men. I wonder... it's actually a good question. I wonder what type of, for lack of better words, habitat you would have to live in for biologically it to make sense for your skin to turn green. Or I guess if it's maybe like carrots, like if you eat too many carrots, you know, your skin kind of turns orange. Maybe it's something in their diet. That seems a bit odd, though. I don't know about green, although it is an alien planet. Who on God's green Earth? Well, yeah, I don't know. Seems pretty weird. Okay. Nice encounter. Okay, we're just gonna drop it there. That is more than satisfactory. I love that. Okay, we are going to move into... Okay, let's turn off NSAS and RCS. We do not want to use any excess electrical charge. We are going to move just like so. Time warp a bit. Beautiful. And what? I think, yeah, we should definitely wait for periapsis. Kind of a ways out, but we are going to decrease our orbit nice and easy, just like we did going to and from the moon. Take a little bit longer. That is a-okay. And we are trying to land on the light side of Kerbin here. So, just like so, we have plenty of Delta V left, don't we? I love that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Do another smaller burn. And then here, new maneuver, we are going to burn in real nice. All the way in. Close a second. Apoapsis. Is that enough? Do I have enough Delta V for that? Ew. Probably. I imagine so. We'll figure it out. We'll modify it when we get closer anyway, so that's okay. Set to maneuver node. Beautiful. Time warp. Nice. I love the time warp feature. It turns like a week-long mission into something a lot easier. Okay, set to maneuver. We are going to time warp a little bit, cut down this weight ever so slightly. Remember, guys, do not get too impatient when you are trying to do your maneuvers. You will miss them, and that is no fun. You really do not want to deal with that. Once you miss something, it's a bad time. It really is. Kind of throws a whole wrench in the cogs of your machine that you have so carefully set up. It's pretty terrible. Okay, let's set for maneuver one more time. I hope we have enough Delta V. We should. If anything, and I don't think we do, I'm just going to do a suicide burn, if you want to call it that, and then just drop into atmosphere. I have more than enough ablative shielding. I mean, significantly more than enough, that's for sure. Here we go. Okay. Go, time warp. Have plenty of Delta V left. So again, we might need to just do a suicide burn. We might do it from around here, just for the sake of convenience. There we go. SAS, RCS. In fact, we are going to do the burn a little bit sooner here. Okay, that is a bit better. Yep. 65. Okay, so let's see what happens actually if I just do a suicide burn from here. Should have plenty of Delta V. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, we're just going to do that. I don't want to make this too complicated. Use too much Delta V, you know. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so now that we are set up, I am gonna do this one more time. Suicide burn. We are gonna land, hopefully, in the ocean, make everything nice and easy for everybody involved. I do not want to hit land too hard. It's not the best way to go. And is that... No, where is... Oh, it's on the other side. Oh, God. I have to find a better way to land by the Space Center. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Okay, let's set this up real nice and easy. Hopefully, in fact, I might... Okay, yeah, that is good. That is delightful. Set to maneuver. Less than 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, burn. Now this is going to deplete all of our fuel. Both the engine nacelle section and the capsule are going to re-enter. I am going to be so excited when this works. Oh man. We now are deorbited. We will be coming back in if we want to or not. We are ready. I'm going to anti-normal to get this lower stage away from me. Beautiful. We are going to set retrograde. We are now going to do this. Warp here. Beautiful. You can see the last stage I just departed. Float away. Here we are. Beautiful. Have plenty of electrical charge left. Way more than enough. Way more than enough. Okay. Here we are. That'd be cool if I landed in this giant, like, lake-looking thing. I guess it's an inlet from the ocean. It is open. It's quite the Bay Area, huh? It's almost like one of the Great Lakes. It's quite beautiful. Beautiful planet. Huh. Okay, we are coming in real hot. And that actually is the other stage. I could have sworn it was over there. What is that? What? Weird. Okay. Fair enough, I guess. Okay, coming in kind of hot. We should have more than enough ablative heat shielding. Hopefully nothing heats up too much on re-entry. That would not be great. Do not want to lose this. Again. Okay, yeah, that's the booster stage. Odd. Okay, hold it. Slow down, please slow down. Oh, nice and slow. Just like pudding. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, guys. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so relieved, guys. Oh, you have no idea. Okay, drogue shoots. We're gonna do this correctly. Time warp a little bit. Oh, yeah. Wow. Look at Jebadiah. 9 days. Man, the Apollo missions did it like 7 or something like that. Oh boy. That actually would have killed him. The G-forces instantaneously increased up to about 15 Gs. Ouch. Oh, there's the booster. I saw the shadow moving across the ocean. What is that? Oh, yeah, okay, time warp. We're gonna land this little tasty man. Ooh, I wonder if they would taste good. What if they taste like cotton candy or something? Oh, that'd be exciting. Exciting like a Triton. Big light, big flight. I'm excited to eat, too. You ever just go like an entire day without eating anything? I do that sometimes. I don't like doing that, but I do it all the time. It's terrible. Ay, and this sure is it's like I'm not moving. Oh. Oh, imagine doing that entire mission and being stuck in this capsule for like 30 minutes. What a world. I didn't even make use of these antennas. Communitron, 16-ass. And we are coming in on splashdown in 3, 2, 1, splashdown. Oh. What a perfect mission. That could not have gone any better. Except if I landed at the actual Space Center. We're recovering here. Beautiful. Perfect as you can hope for. You know what science we got? Ooh, 533 science. Oof. Oh yeah. Okay, so, precision engineering. What do we need this time? Okay, I am doing precision propulsion. We definitely need that. Advanced fuel systems. Oh, very much so, yes. Okay, 300 nuclear propulsion. I could really go for that. Large volume containment. Advanced metalworks. Composites. No. Supersonic flight. Oh. Well, guys, this is exciting. We did so much today. This has been a very efficient video. Oh, wow. Okay, so what do I really need next? Altitude flight, no, I don't really need any of these particularly. I do need this. I definitely do need that. For good reason. You'll see in the future. Oh, my friends. Okay, I need this too. Okay, yeah, we got a few things we're gonna get here in a short amount of time. This, as not interesting as it is something I definitely do need, so we can get this. Okay, wow. Advanced electronics. We need continuing electricity. Beautiful. And just like that, guys, well, that is a video. Oh, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been a little bit different than some of the other videos I've done. Check out the previous one. We do talk about some interesting things in that video. Definitely, guys, have a great day. Don't hesitate to check out my other videos. We are going to have a couple of them, or one of them, in the description below. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.